And then I went, I have to kill it.
Holy. No one's safe.
I can't fucking stand that guy.
I don't want to be mean to you, and you're forcing me to treat you this way.
See,
you're forcing it.
Who's investigating who, Mikey?
So you're dumpster diving.
We're not dumpster diving.
That's dumpster diving.
No, it ain't.
I mean, for certain shit, yes.
You're thinking ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
I watched them thongs on these abdomen here, baby.
Nigga, nobody want to see your ass, nigga.
Yeah, I hate
It's bizarre.
Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network. You're listening to Gas Digital Best of the Week.
Welcome to Gas Me Anything, where you, the live viewer, get to ask all the questions. This week our guests in studio are Gay Blind Mike and Natalie.
Yeah, ask me a solo question real quick.
Hey guys, welcome to Pan
Okay,
Nat's
good, he's gone.
Lesbian. We only
I can't stand that guy.
Okay. Ooh, what is your favorite and least favorite quality of Blind Mike?
Favorite quality is that this kid is dedicated, dude.
He is. He's a very
constantly
hard
working,
worker.
For
He's
real.
a hard to the point where sometimes it makes
and
him
always
unbearable.
apologizing. Yeah, it's like always thinking about work. You know,
Yeah.
He's like,
where it's like, dude, live in
we'll
the
be
moment
like
a little
hanging,
bit.
and he'll be like, "Can I get your thoughts on this clip?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Dude, you can take."
We're working
Great.
out today. We went to the gym. And we're like, okay, let's film this one bit real quick. And he goes, wait, I got to put this clip up.
He's literally always doing that.
And
it's
like
constant.
3 minutes, face to the phone like this.
Now that he's here, I can say least favorite
Do
quality.
it. What's your least?
I hate this. Everything else. I'm kidding.
She's jealous.
I'm kidding. All right.
What is your least
Wait, hold
favorite
on,
quality
before-
about him?
Wait, I want to
With his face.
I don't
Yeah,
want to say that.
let's hear
You
this
have to
first.
say it right
we'll
now.
do the wall.
I mean, he's gonna clip it anyways.
It's both. It's the ball. It's the same thing, but both.
Okay, so
One is
it's
that
a
he's super
double-edged sword.
hardworking, but he's also constantly working at when I'm like, dude, you can just chill.
And he's apologizing too much, right?
He apologizes a lot, which
Yeah.
is sometimes a good quality, but sometimes I'm like, it's okay.
You hear that? She can't get enough of me. She wants me around. She wants more of me.
Blind Mike, what are your favorite and least favorite things about Pan Nat?
Shouldn't I leave the room for the
No.
first part? Okay.
You're gonna hear everything because I know you hate it. the tension.
Start with
built up
favorite.
real quick.
Start with favorite.
I would go the opposite.
He's like, I can't think of one that's hard. I can't think of any redeeming
He was like,
quality
all the
about
bad things came up real quick.
You got a good energy. You always make me laugh, which, not a lot of females can do. So, yeah, you're one in a
Women
million.
aren't funny.
One in a million there. Least favorite quality.
Guess at home what you think it's gonna be.
Sometimes we don't need all the facts. Leave up to guess.
Sure.
Leave things up to question.
He's right. I agree with it.
You guys suck.
No, that you know what that means.
Oh, you know what it is? Show a little more cleavage. That's what I was saying.
Not enough cleavage is what you're saying?
Yeah. It's pretty good today.
Hey, natural born killers, Legion of Skanks.
Welcome to the
So who else famous do you know? Did you ever see Robert Williams do
Let's
coke?
talk about Nicolas Cage.
Sure.
Because he's awesome.
I
You guys
bet
love
he is
Nicolas
super
Cage
fun.
or what? Yeah.
The Da Vinci
He's
Code?
well, no, he's a guy that
Right?
I've known for 30 years because we went to the same high school. He's older than me, though.
What?
So when he became Carrot Top is the one that hooked us up on an email.
That's hilarious.
This is
That's the hilarious center of that web.
Yeah, so me, Carrot Top, and Nicolas Cage.
Did he do the thing where he had a can on a string connected to you, and then he pulled the smaller can out and gave it to Nicolas Cage?
No.
That was his old call waiting bit. Come on.
Yes.
Carrot Top, are you guys that cynical? This crowd. I used to love when the Top came on Comic Strip Live.
Yeah. So no, he's a good dude. He's doing a movie right now in Toronto. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
What's one secret you could tell us about Nicolas Cage that he wouldn't? Come on, dude.
No, we had a bromance thing. I'm not allowed to talk about him.
That
was like our thing. No, the first time we hung out, like I don't know, a while ago, he says, "Dude, just don't say shit about me. I won't say shit about you." And I go, "Respect." So I just kind of keep it.
Orgies.
Right,
Love it.
We'll say stuff, and then you blink if he's done it.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Smack a woman. Nick smacking. Come on.
No.
Nick.
Pauly, do you know this guy? When I was in Orlando, they kept trying to get me to go to this guy's house. It's Gary Busey's. Did I tell you this already? Gary Busey's nephew or something? And he has like a party.
They call him the Crazy Busey.
He has like a party compound.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, the fat
It's
guy.
like a wild. Is he fat? I
dresses-
don't think he's fat. He's like 40 something, but he just has like a party house, and it's like crazy, like orgy party. It's crazy.
I don't know that guy.
Wait,
I don't know that.
There's a trailer for his place.
Why did you pull up Big J? What are we going to watch?
Wow.
Are we going to watch him on a podcast? Is this the bonfire? This is the bonfire.
He's a very skinny man.
This is the bonfire, actually,
Yo.
Pauly.
Oh,
Yo,
this is the guy.
I had no idea that's what he looked like.
That's not fat.
He reached out to me.
I bet he did. He thinks you're his long-lost twin brother.
He offered up. I don't know. There's a trailer for the place he has. It's called like something like Cock Castle.
There's a trailer that he lives in.
See if you can find the trailer for his place. It's called something Castle. I can't remember. Sausage Factory. Dude, it's like it's apparently this. I'd love to see it, but I wasn't just go myself. That seemed weird.
I'll go.
To some dude's house.
Let's go.
Let's go do a show there. Where is it at? What part of the world?
Orlando.
Dude, let's Orlando Improv. Let's make it Sausage Castle as our new home.
100%. I would do a show with Sausage. By the way, he has. She said he has performance spaces in there.
Yeah.
Because he said they'll show you in these trailers. Bands play there.
Dude, I
like
would
actual
do. By the way,
bands you know.
Skankfest Sausage Castle sounds great.
This is Busey's cousin?
Yeah. Or his nephew.
Or his nephew? I never met
Can you turn the volume way up?
Dude, why did he paint his walls like your arms, Jay?
Because this guy rules.
Mike Busey, that's hilarious.
Hey, what's up? I'm Mike Busey.
Oh my God.
This place rules.
But it's hundreds of acres.
He's got sponsors for his poolside table.
Just the Yo Kratom stage.
Yeah, dude.
The Yo Kratom jacuzzi.
This is the sheath underwear fire pit.
Yeah.
Dude, it's bizarre.
I thought to myself, I either got ripped off or this is my first case. I liked you better with that mustache. I'll be honest with you.
Next week it'll be back.
Thank you. I won't be in town.
Oh, where are you going?
I am going to Denver.
Can I have one for you?
The Comedy Works in
Okay,
Denver.
in the Landmark? The great condo.
Comedy Works in Denver.
Do you think a Landmark? Or the downtown one?
The downtown one.
Ooh.
No?
Just a bit outside.
It's really good.
They do run
And
a great
Colorado
club.
is unbelievable. I like it. I get altitude sickness every time I go.
You have to drink a lot of water. 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 Everyone will tell you, drink a lot of water.
I'm taking Katie Hannigan with me to open.
Oh.
And
no motives there.
No. And she has always, could you please stop doing the sex? Yeah, stop doing the sex motion.
I was
Rich. Please stop
circling back around. Circling back around. Might want to do that in the bedroom, Mikey.
Rich, I do not take sex advice from somebody with a headband. Okay?
I will
not do it.
This is the time to do it because I shaved the mustache. You got about a week to take advice from me. And I would say circle back around. Circle back around.
You should have shaved a landing strip on your mouth from what I've heard about you.
Why did you make a face just now?
Because I didn't want to do it. I don't want to be mean to you. I love you. I don't want to be mean to you. And you're forcing me to treat you this way.
See,
you're forcing it.
Who's investigating who, Mikey? I'm investigating you.
This is internal affairs, Rich. Okay?
We don't eat our own.
We don't eat our own. Now let's walk it back a little bit.
I think we need to circle back
walk
around.
It back. Circle back around.
That's
it's a
right.
glass ceiling here, and we need to be conscious of it.
And that's Tea Kettle calling someone black.
Oh my God! Don't bring race into it.
Well,
Rich.
the coffee is flowing, and what is the coffee? Black.
That's the way I take it.
Yeah, you take it in the mouth.
Ooh. We are fighting each other, and there's things here to investigate. We have to be a unified podcast and investigate the things out there. We're busy fighting each other in here.
We need to stop that right now.
We need to stop it. I think that Mickey Mouse is the thing that set me off.
Touch my finger. We're back on the same page.
We're back on the same page. This is a Magic Affirmations podcast.
Undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world.
I'm not putting words in your mouth, but do you think, because Aljamain has spoken quite publicly that he's going to take 9 months off and come back probably around next June. He said because the 5-round camps are very strenuous and all the rest of it, and he needs to take a little break.
The little princess needs a break, Bisbee. What's your take on that? Healthy. He beat a dude with one shoulder. I mean, come on, dude.
So you're saying that he knows that the UFC are looking to match you guys up, so he's trying to squeeze out and hang on to that belt for as long as possible?
Exactly, 100%. That's exactly what he's doing. He's a dirtbag. He's a clown that wants to take a break. And he wants to celebrate. He wants to, start his rap career, whatever the hell he wants to do. But I'm here to take him on. That's exactly what I'm going to do, Bisbee.
Yeah. Well, that's what you have been doing. I mean, you always brought a lot of excitement. Let's just assume that Aljamain Sterling, for whatever reason, that fight doesn't transpire. Or do you have authority that will be your first fight that you come back to?
That's the only fight that I'm thinking of. The other one that I want is the Volkanovski fight. If they want to, right now the UFC is protecting Alexander Volkanovski because they know that Islam's about to put an ass whooping on him. So it's not that Islam is stalling or Volkanovski stalling. Is they're starting to see, and I've said it before, this dude is too big for this guy that has this one style that's going to overwhelm Volkanovski and completely take him out. The pound for pound king right now is about to get served up. So this is why, the other idea that would be for me, and I'll be ready for February too. If Algis Shitstain is going to take those 9 months, then give me Alexander the average. Why don't you give him to me, Bisbee? You know what I mean? Like I'm the guy that could sell a fight. I could be a tune-up fight for him before he gets up to a bigger wrestler. He can defend my wrestling. He can get up from me. Then maybe he could get up from Islam. But I just think that's just a great fight for both of us. We're about the same height. I think my experience, my IQ, obviously he's pound for pound. I personally think, Bisbee, that I could take him out. I really do.
Yeah, well, listen, I mean, you've proven that you can do that. For anyone to deny you or underestimate you, that would be foolish. What are you weighing right now?
Right now, I'm down at 155.
155. 145 is not crazy. And how do you feel at 55? Are you?
I feel good.
I wouldn't take my shirt off right now. Let's put it that way. Would you take your shirt off? I'm not going to ask you to. You know what I mean? Would you bounce around Vegas at a pool in summer like you're looking good? Or would you, would you keep a little tank top on to keep the fat covered?
Yeah. No. A couple months ago, I probably wouldn't, but now, yeah. Oh, hell yeah, man. If anybody has a broken washer, dude, I'll wash them thongs on these abdomen here, baby.
There we go.
It's Yo MMA Rap with Chris J. Gomez and Dave Smith.
By the way, I didn't look this up earlier, but I feel like this is worth mentioning because it's big news in that we've been covering it. But Cain Velasquez was granted bail at $1 million pending his trial. He faces 10 counts, including premeditated attempted murder. But
yeah. I mean, look. I mean, hopefully he can get off with temporary insanity. Time served, maybe a short amount of time after that.
Maybe. I mean,
no fucking judge in his right mind can convict this guy. He didn't kill the guy. He didn't actually kill the guy. What do you want me to say here?
The thing is that he's clearly guilty of some crimes, as fucked up as it is. And so a lot of these judges and prosecutors are going to follow the letter of the law. And they're going to be like, the prosecutors are going to be like, hey, if I can get a win, I can get a win. That's what I care about. The judge is going to be like, I'm bound by what the law says. And I can't just go, hey, I feel what this guy is doing. But you hope it at least ends
they can,
up with
though. They do. They can. A judge, they're bound by the law, the interpretation of the law. And I feel like, I don't know. You'll get people that are charged for the same crime, same circumstances, and get two very, very different sentences based on what the judge is and the compassion that the judge has.
Well, there is usually some room where the judge has discretion, but there's only some room. Like, it's not like that. So what you're hoping for is like something where it's not going to be good for him no matter what, but you're hoping he gets like a few years. and not like.
Oh, I mean, look, I'm hoping that they.
I'm hoping he gets off.
Temporary insanity is a real fucking thing.
Yes, it's very rare that defense works. But I hope I agree with you. I hope that works. I'm just saying more realistically. I'm just hoping he at least doesn't like fucking get some crazy, like fucking like 20 years or fucking life or some sentence like that. It'd be great. Like, I feel like I'm sure you feel the same way, Lewis. Like, if I was the judge, I feel like the reaction is supposed to be like, look, sir, as horrible as what happened to you is, there's still laws here, and you can't just go around chasing people and being a vigilante. And that's why I have to sentence you to 3 days in prison and 72 hours of community service, young man.
Listen to me, sir. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200 this week.
You just want to get. It's so like clearly he doesn't seem to be a threat to anyone else short of them molesting his family members.
Yeah.
So
wouldn't they consider like this guy is like he's an absolute like killer of a fighter? Like, it's not like he's
could kill anyone.
He could actually go and fucking. He's not a guy who's using his fighting. I don't know if he's got like a violent past or any sort of criminal record.
I just don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah. And with a guy like Cain Velasquez, you just go, every day that he interacts with other human beings, he's choosing not to kill them.
Yeah.
He could kill any of them.
At any given moment.
Anyone at the supermarket who goes to grab a cart when he was the next in line to grab the cart, he could kill that guy. And he doesn't.
It's
good. I'm glad at least he'll be getting out of jail and seeing his family before trial and shit like that.
I hope he plays the race card on this one. If it gets bad on his end, they should play the race card. This is a one time you should play the race card.
Sure, whatever card you got.
Ladies and gentlemen, your host for the House of Hardcore podcast, Tommy Dreamer.
How do you get into wrestling?
I always heard of Killer Kowalski's school. This was 2000, so we just gotten our first laptop as a family, desktop. So it was UPW in California, and then it was pretty much Kowalski's out here. So just kind of did some digging, there was no website back then. Right. So I had to kind of just looked around and found the number there, called, went down. They're like, why don't you come down first? But I'm like, listen, I got my 2,500 in my head. I'm like, listen, I'm joining either way. So, drove down there 2 hours, and started. And that was January 2001.
Nice. Loved Killer, man. He would always come to ECW shows.
Yeah.
Excellent trainer, and has produced a lot of great talents. Everybody who came out of there, the majority of the people that I've dealt with over the years, all could work.
It was
old school training.
Yeah, he would sit there, but then he would be like, stop. And he would say, I learned this on Carpentier in Montreal in 53 or whatever. And yeah, it was when I got there, the first person I met walking up that staircase was Chris Nowinski. John Walters was there. 14-year-old Ken Doan would come on the weekends with his older brother. Wagner Brown, Aaron Stevens, later Damian Sandow. And then, that kind of kicked off a whole bunch of people from New England the next 20 years.
Yeah, man. I remember Paul used to always give Walter pay when he would come up to ECW, and he'd always try to use his guys, and he would get everybody in the ring beforehand. We used to do that. We were the first wrestling company to really put everybody in the ring beforehand, open tryouts. But Killer would hold class, and this is 1996. I'm Tommy Dreamer, and I'm top guy, whatever. And Walter's like, get in here. And of course, yes, sir, I get in there. And he's teaching I call it the Triple H, the China over the top rope bump drill.
Oh, the Kowalski bump. Yeah.
And I'm like, I could do this, dude. I hit it as hard as I could, go over the top rope. And when I tell you, I thought I fractured my hip on that apron.
Oh, no.
And I was like, okay, And like I had to work that night, and I was more pain from that one drill than friggin' my actual match.
3 months in, I took that and I thought I broke my rib. I couldn't breathe. It was I fracture, hairline fracture in my rib, but I was like, I had to take 6 weeks off, and I was, at least. And I was like, oh my God, all these thoughts go into your mind. Oh my God, is this for me? Like it was tough, but yeah, it was that bump, the Kowalski bump, we call it. So
yep.
Like when I was I think we were in like 8th grade. It was definitely before high school. We used to go watch UB, the University of Buffalo, the football team play with like all our friends, like, I don't know, big group of friends. And there would always be like other kids there with hanging out, doing their thing, like in their groups from other schools and stuff. And we were playing like, you'd play like football on the parking lot before the games or whatever. And there wasn't a lot of space on this one like grass area. So there was like one football game going on at one end and our little football game going on at the other end. And eventually like something happened where we crossed and it became like West Side Story. Like, I don't even know how it happened or who said what to who, but like it was like Sharks versus Jets and like everybody squared off. And it was the craziest thing I've ever been like a part of, watching my friends like in a movie. Like one guy's like punching the other guy in the head, then my other friend's getting like thrown over here. And I remember I didn't know like what to do exactly. So one kid like charged at me and all I did was like duck down and like suplex him, basically, like just lift him over my head. And everyone was like, holy shit. And that I was like, I felt like the man. I felt like I was like Hulk Hogan or something. And everybody came around. They're like, you just fucking laid that guy out. And like the guy was on his back and he was like groaning and shit. And then my one friend's like, I think you made him paralyzed. And I was like, I hope I didn't make him paralyzed. What are you talking about? Like, I got really freaked out. I went up to him. I'm like, are you all right? Like it was, and it actually like quelled everything down after that. That was the only move I ever made. And it actually like stopped the little kid brawl that was going on.
It seems like you have good instincts. Have you ever thought about taking up wrestling?
Well, this is so like, this is so queefy to say. I am a black belt in Ishinryu karate from when I was a little kid black belt. Like I got it when I was in like, I don't know, 15 or whatever, the black belt. But I did it from when I was like in first grade till 15. And then when I got the black belt, I'm like, well, I'm done. And then I just like went to high school and I was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Zach Amico's Midnight Spook Show.
All right, we've gone far enough into this episode. Major confession time.
Okay.
Many years ago, I was watching this movie with a gal, and we had done mushrooms.
Okay. Oh.
And about maybe this point in the movie, maybe a little earlier, her cat had scratched her the day before on the back and on her arm. And I'm on mushrooms watching this movie, and I'm staring at the wounds, and in my head they're pulsating, and they're growing in front of me.
Of course they are.
And I went, oh no, she has it. Because I'm on mushrooms.
No.
Yep.
And I forgot what's real and what's not.
No.
Sure.
And I went, oh no, she has it. And then I went, I have to kill her.
Oh, no, Zach, no.
It's my only. I have to say
Like
everybody
right now, I have to
kill her.
kill her. It's all
And then I
over
went,
her.
oh no, I had unprotected sex with her.
I have it too.
I have it because that's how Ryder Strong got it in the first one. And I literally went in the first one. I'm like, yeah, so yeah, she's got to go, man. And I was like, what am I going to do? And I literally thought as far as like, well, I got to kill her, but I have it too. So I had to kill myself. I don't want to spread it though, so I'm going to set the house on fire. And I made the whole plan until I went, oh, this is a movie.
Logical response.
Thank God we're watching a movie.
Yo, I want to play a game with you, Monroe. We do
What
a
up?
game on this show, right? And this is a funny thing where we basically will look at comments, and I don't even have my board here to do a sweeper, but I'm going to read off some comments to you, Monroe.
Yes, Let's do it.
And you are going to guess whether or not these are comments that were left on YouTube or on Pornhub. All right. So first comment is, she looks like a girl who acts all sweet, but when gets criticism, goes home and microwaves her hamster.
God, that's definitely porn.
That's porn?
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely porn. It's probably amateur porn too. It's like porn where it's just the dude shot. Like, nigga, nobody want to see your ass, nigga.
Yeah, I hate the douche.
I like, what? Like, get it. Get a friend.
Get a ring light
Get
and
a
two
fucking
girls.
ring light or something.
Did you see that one yet, Jorge?
No, YouTube?
Yep, that's a YouTube video.
Oh, shit.
Damn, I was
She
wrong.
will microwave a hamster, though.
No.
That tie says microwave hamster. Let's not.
Up to something.
It might not be Pornhub, but that's spot on. That's what it is. That's spot on.
That's what I love
What's
about
those
the internet.
wristbands for?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's probably a little borderline
Yeah.
cutter.
On. Let's go. Next one.
Okay. All right. I was wrong in the first one. I was so confident. Okay.
Don't worry about it. I'll bomb this game. So
All
you
right.
good.
All right.
Get two right. You
This
win.
one is Optimus Prime called. He wants his dick back.
I'm definitely saying Pornhub.
Okay, Derek, what you going with?
I'm going with YouTube.
You going with YouTube?
I'm saying Pornhub. I'm going with porn.
So I can just keep fucking the game up. That's an obvious Pornhub, but I'm going to say YouTube.
Jorge, what you got there?
Oh, shit.
What the fuck?
I did it.
God
YouTube. It was fucking YouTube.
What?
I did it finally. Got
Hey
one.
man, Optimus Prime called. He wants his dick back. You know.
Okay. All right. Fuck.
All right.
I'm losing.
Don't get caught on the genitals.
Yeah.
It's in the. It's kind of in.
wordplay.
It's in the contextual clues of it all.
Okay.
It's a contextual clue game. Let's
I'm
go.
gonna get this one right.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the comment. It actually says this. I wonder what flowers they are. Maybe some crossbreed of sunflowers. I don't like how dark tone it is though. Brings
Pussy
like
flower.
a depression tone, like something you would give at a funeral.
Okay.
Oh, I got it. Definitely. I'm saying confidently that's Pornhub.
Okay.
Like the first two I was guessing.
Yeah.
But this one is definitely Pornhub.
Okay.
All right. Hub.
Hub. Okay.
Hub.
I'm wondering what flowers.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I have no idea.
I wrote that.
Godfrey.
Trust. And what you say is true.
Godfrey.
Could be dangerous.
Really, I'm not a really angry person, to be honest. I would be like, I have a strong sense of fairness.
Okay.
So, and I'm like, well, this is unfair. Let me try to make it
What
fair.
is the unfairness that you're mad about? What is the unfairness you don't like in our business, especially?
Well,
it's male dominated, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like guys, do guys think they can just like treat you poorly or like make you harass you because you want a spot at the club?
Right. And they do that a lot, huh?
A lot.
You know, whenever, if you ever run into that kind of shit where a guy says, in order to get spots, I need orgasms, play that Russian anthem. From now on, whenever someone does that, you take your phone and you go, what did you say to me? What did you say to me? I'm sorry. Don't you ever threaten me. Do you know where I'm from? Do you know where I'm from? Moscow! The next time you die by the creed of Ivan Grozny and all the people of Russia, you will be destroyed. Let me go to sleep.
Now, KSenia, you need to clip that and send that to every guy who sends you up text it to you.
The next time you will learn your lesson. Don't ever insult Russian woman.
Why do you say Russian?
I know I want to get this right in my heart. I didn't grab you. Did that.
What up, motherfuckers? It's the Real Ass
I had a
Podcast.
group of friends that jerked off with each other.
every time you're in a girl's DMs, just so you know, they send me a screenshot of it. Just so you know. It happens so often. You have no idea. It happens So often.
He's just checking on him.
The amount of screenshots that I get that somebody's like, Paco's in my DMs.
He's just checking on them, making sure they're okay.
No one's safe, Paco. But I'm just letting you know, you get these DMs, I find out all the time. You what? It's not my girlfriend. If he ever did that one again, oof. He did that back in the day. I was dating this chick, and then we got into an argument. Yeah. And then he like DM'd her. He was like, "Are you okay?"
That
fucker.
Like,
he's my employee. It's crazy. I say it now after I'm removed from it, and I say it. I'm like, "What? That happened? That is bonkers that happened, and I allowed it to fucking happen, and he's still here.
He's a sensitive soul."
No, he's not a sensitive soul.
He is a sensitive soul. You knew that about him when you hired him.
Soul.
He was wearing Crocs.
That's what's up, nigga.
Hey, if you ever want to squat and smoke cigarettes, just let me know.
Paco, if you ever want to smoke a few butts sitting on a milk crate.
Yeah. Paco, I'm onto you. Hit this fucking guy.
Yeah.
He's always sniffing around. Here's Paco. Never being a nice guy, pretending to be a nice guy. And you know what I said to the girl? I was like, yeah, Paco's a creep. Sorry. And she goes, yeah, but you're a creep. And I was like, yeah, but I don't pretend not to be. She goes, that is the truth. That is the difference.
He's a cuttlefish.
I'm a cuttlefish.
No, he's a cuttlefish.
He's a cuttlefish.
He's because cuttlefish they pretend to be.
He is. What is the fish that's at the bottom of the ocean with the little light bulb on his head?
Angler. Is that anglerfish?
It's anglerfish. Paco's an anglerfish. So Paco is
once they sink to the bottom of the ocean, the little light comes on. Hello.
He's sitting there. These young girls are swimming around and they go, "Oh, a light, a nice, pretty light. Isn't that amazing? I love light." And then they get up close to it, and here's Paco's big fucking Asian.
Oh no, he is Asian.
Yeah, and then he eats them with his look at there he is. There's Paco, dude. It's a trick. It's a trap. Paco's an anglerfish. A cuttlefish is a sweetheart of a fish.
No,
right?
It's not.
What's a cuttlefish? I thought it was cuddles.
No, it's like a little squid thing that pretends to be a chick to fuck chicks.
Oh,
like it'll find a dude that has like hot chicks, like a big alpha man that has hot chicks, and then he'll like go up in there and pull a Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, he's a cuttlefish. I'm fine. I thought that it was a fish that was like, hello, and fucking, had like big kitten eyes. Like, oh, come here, you little fucking cuttlefish. Adorable little cuttlefish. Fucking piece of shit.
But you don't think Paco's cuddleable, though? Even in that definition.
Paco's a cuddly boy, but he needs to stop pretending to. Paco, just be an asshole. Just be a creep. Yeah. Say, hey, be like, hey, bitch, I'm trying to fuck. I'm trying to get this dick wet.
Nah, dude, keep on your method. I like it.
Dude,
dress like a Build-A-Bear. Slowly, like, sensitive your way into a girl's pants. Dude.
That mustache should let him know, though.
Yeah, Paco, he's one of these deceptive fish. One of them. Pick a fish that deceives. Pick a deceptive fish. There you got Paco, right in front of you, dude. Right there.
Yeah.
What are some other deceptive
You're
fishes,
a deceptive little fish.
Deceptive little fish, dude.
Great Asian shark. They're deceptive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodbye, guys. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye, guys.
It's like that lady who. You guys don't remember that story where that lady jerked off a dolphin for a decade in the 70s? Just to see if she jerked off a dolphin every day for a year.
So she lived in like a dolphin habitat that was for people and dolphins. So you were like up to your waist in water.
Yeah.
But there would be like a kitchen and a bedroom and shit.
Oh, really?
Right?
Yeah, she like lived with this dolphin. She was a scientist.
Yes.
But am I thinking of the same story? Because I'm pretty sure it was like a habitat for dolphins, and they were trying to. Is this the same story? Where
they were trying to teach it
them
language.
To speak English?
They were trying to teach them to not speak English, but understand English.
Yeah.
So when they were doing basically what would happen is the dolphin figured out that if it just got a hard on, this lady wanted to get done with her trying to teach a stupid animal English job. So she would jerk the thing off. And then the dolphin would sit through English.
Are we sure that's not what's happening with all these teachers getting arrested?
They're like, well, they just wouldn't listen. They had to come. Once I jerked them off, they were all fucking great students.
Yeah. Who needs Ritalin?
Yeah, dude.
If it jerk these kids off.
If I know I'm getting jerked off in a class, I am paying attention. I'm doing my goddamn homework. You better believe it.
But yeah, I guess yes, you would jerk the dolphin off.
You got to not do your homework to get jerked off.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Fucking, you're thinking ahead of the curve, man.
Yeah.
The dog ate my hand.
That's a real story, though. How do you get, like, how do you start, like, what is going on in the woman's mind where she does it the first time? Because I can understand you get into the regimen of it, but, like, what is someone thinking when you see a dolphin erection and you're like, all right?
I think the background on it was the dolphin was, like, unruly. They couldn't get it to listen, and it was, like, it had a boner, and they're like, maybe if it jizzes, it'll fucking chill out. And they found that it did chill, but it didn't learn English.
No,
it never learned English.
No, it's too busy coming, man.
Yeah, he's like, bro, I'm hacking.
It knew one word, hand job.
Yeah, I didn't even need to know. I didn't even have to talk to this bitch, and she jerked me.
By that logic, I would speak Dominican.
You don't like seafood, though. Somebody who likes seafood but can't afford it.
Dog, I fuck, so I eat oysters. I like lobster tails and shit. I live that life. Not that Rick Ross life.
Okay. Your house is full of lobster tails.
Yo, I got that shit when I have company over. I'm like, yo, you want lobster tail? You ever had that? I'm like, nah.
Who hasn't had lobster tails?
Yo, I know broke motherfuckers. Hell yeah.
Red Lobster's fucking giving them away.
Red Lobster is shit, though. I don't take people to we'd rather eat that shit at my house than go to Red Lobster.
You ever been to Red Lobster in a landlocked state?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh.
This is 3D printed lobster right now. What the fuck?
Where'd you get this?
Red Lobster in Ohio.
It's the world's oldest cockroach.
Johnny, how many lobster tails you have in your fridge right now?
How many people I got coming to the house? If I got 12 people coming, I got 34.
Hold on, you gotta have them.
Oh, you gotta connect. Like you can get them right away like that.
Hell yeah, dog.
You're a lobster drop.
What?
Where are you getting?
That's my peoples. I'm not telling you.
Your peoples with the fucking goddamn fishmonger at the
Ain't
supermarket.
no fishmonger. Sometimes I hit up City Islands. I'm in Queens now, so I'll go around the bend. There's like a shitty Walmart, and around there they got fishermen. They got lobster tails for cheap.
They have fishermen?
They got fishermen on the side of the highway
by the mall
in New York.
Behind the
You're
mall.
lying.
No, not at all.
We need
Look
a drop that just calls Johnny a liar.
No. Look that up.
Now,
Queens fishermen.
Were you responding to an ad on Instagram that told you where to find these people?
Nah, we was pulling up. To the hood Walmart. There's a whole Walmart out there. Shout out to all the kids.
Right, but what are you doing behind Walmart?
We was like, yo, let's just see what they threw out for the day. There might be some good shit.
Right. So you're dumpster diving.
We're not dumpster diving.
That's dumpster diving.
No, it ain't. I mean, for certain shit, yes.
But no, it's scuba diving.
We seen
they're holding their nose. That's for sure.
We seen two Haitian brothers and a Mexican dude back there in the van. Like, yo, we got lobster tails. What the fuck, man? I like, yo, y'all got salmon. Like, nah, we don't do salmon. You gotta go 2 miles up, but we got lobster tails. Like, that's what's up.
Now, like, yo, pre-purchases at Walmart, or do you still plan on going in after?
Oh no, we gotta go in because we gotta get diapers and shit. Kids need diapers. They can't live without that shit.
Well, first, let's go in the back and see
Hell,
what
they got in the back.
Before we spend any money.
Yeah. Like, yo, they might have thrown out some good shit.
That is already on our list. You know what I mean?
Yo, we like 4 blocks from a nice neighborhood, so sometimes we'll go perusing around like, yo, they threw that out?
Yeah.
That looks salvageable. Do your thing.
SDR Show. Let's go.
Last question. Are you still an avid bowler?
I am.
Oh man.
Yeah, I still have my beautiful.
You do the curve? Can you do the curve, or do you go straight forward?
Yeah, man.
Nice,
yeah, I took at one point I took bowling lessons. I have a wrist guard. I have my.
Oh my! Between you and his stupid doll in the background, we get it.
I got a spare ball. I got two. I got all the balls. I mean, yeah, I'm ready to go.
You know, about 20 years ago, and it's funny. This actually involves Scotty in as well. It was cool for a brief moment in New York City to bowl. Like there was a thing, it was called Bowlmore Lanes, Monday nights. It was like, you had to know someone to get in. I'd been there nights where the Beastie Boys were bowling, Anthrax was bowling. It was a place to go. And a girl I knew had a party there filled with fucking hot chicks and shit. And I was DJing at the strip club at the time. So I said, I'll come, but it's going to be late. And I showed up at 2:00. Place was packed. I am a terrible bowler. I walked in, I bowled one game. I got a 220, which I've never came close to in my life, or somewhere around there, 2-something, maybe 210. But it was unbelievable. But I knew it was total fucking luck. I don't know why it happened. And I just acted like that was normal. I'm like, hey guys, I'm just in for one game. I'm going to go because I knew my next game would have been a 40. I just got fucking lucky. and that was my highest bowling score ever.
Have you bowled since?
No, I mean, yes, but I generally bowl like 130, like your standard shitty bowler. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a bowler. I don't do the hooky thing.
What's your average, Joe? Do you have an average?
It was before I had another back surgery recently, like a really serious one where they had to go in through my stomach. And
have you tried Oxycontin? It feels great if you.
They gave it to me afterwards.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Because I had to go on some sort of painkiller afterwards, so they gave me that. I got off of it very quickly. It was actually terrible. But anyway, that being said, I did try to go bowling again afterwards, and I'm currently terrible and it feels awful, but I was like averaging around like high hundreds, close to 2, sometimes around like a little like 210 or something like that.
Wow, it's almost like a pro average.
Yeah, I think the average person is like,
or something.
The average person 1 to 130 is like what the average person
That's
bowls.
normal. Yeah, I got really good for a while. I used to definitely go as like a stress reliever, and that's actually when I would bowl my best, when I was like having a bad day, and I would go and it would just take all of my invasive thoughts and such would go away, and I just focus just on the game.
You should put out Joe Trohman bowling gloves. That would be cool, right? You know.
Yeah, that's where all the money is these days.
All the money is these
bowling
days.
gloves.
Bowling gloves, a big scene.
Money's not in the shoes.
Just play the what's the?
It's
Bill
really
Murray,
in the gloves. Well,
what's the Bill Murray movie with bowl about bowling? It was so great. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Kingpin?
Kingpin, one of my favorite movies of all time.
It's a brilliant film. Yeah.
That shit is hard.
Do you fuck with Unsolved Mysteries?
I just saw that they added so I watched the first 2 episodes of of volume 3 or whatever. And Hank's barking, yeah. The one that I liked the most so far was that second one, because it was about the UFOs in Michigan.
Yeah.
I know exactly where that area is, and I never knew it happened in 94. And dude, it's just like fucking bizarre. Unsolved Mysteries is insane. I used to watch it too, the 90s one back in the day. I used to watch it with my parents growing up.
So good.
I think too, like the latest that latest Michigan UFO one really got me, because I had an experience where I saw one when I was young, and I was out riding bikes with my buddy, and it was like it was just this solid black. It looked like basically if you were to just pick up a rock from the ground, that's the shape of it. That was like the shape of it. And it had 3 gigantic white lights across it. And it was just hovering, not that high enough up, but it made no sound. And it was just moving like this slow. And we just went, what the fuck? We were like, 12-year-old kids. And then we it was just slowly going down the street, and we got on our bikes and just followed it until we got to the end of this subdivision we were in, where you couldn't go anymore. And then we watched it just keep going far away. And then one by one, the black disappeared, and then the lights disappeared until there was nothing in the sky. And then in that Unsolved Mysteries episode, they talked about how these lights disappeared one by one. And it gave me goosebumps, because I go, that's what fucking happened when I saw something that I don't know what it was. Really weird.
The splitting apart, or like the angle, like shooting out really fast and then just going a complete different angle. I've seen that multiple times, like on a flight from Hawaii to LA, and on a flight from I think it was Perth to Hong Kong.
On a plane?
I freaked the fuck out. And then we asked the stewardesses, and we asked there actually one time we were on a flight with it was a pilot's last flight from I think it was London to South Africa. He had his whole family, and we were like, dude, tell us, like, what is it when we see that thing? And he's like, oh, we see them all the time. We don't know, they're unidentified crafts. And we're like, you see that all the time? He's like, yeah, we see some shit that's, and this was his last flight, so he can talk about it. And it was a KLM flight, and those long haul flights where they're going over the Congo and down, like they're going over Egypt and all the way down to South Africa. That's some airspace where, I mean, imagine the different crazy shit they've seen. And then what are they going to do?
That's a commercial pilot, right? Like, that's just like imagine too what military pilots, what the Air Force sees. Like, it's probably fucking daily, multiple times a day, that stuff is seen that we just never know about. Like you said, like they'll talk about it when they're like retired. And like, that's when like the Tic Tac video was a dude flying like an F-18 or whatever. And he was only talking about it because he's done with it now.
Yeah.
So
when I saw that Tic Tac video, that freaked me out because that's exactly what I saw on the flight from Perth to Hong Kong. It was low. It was so much lower than us and going so fucking fast, and then shot out higher than us.
Dude,
you go, what the fuck is that?
I would freak the fuck out. I can't believe you saw it on a plane.
Good evening and welcome to Doped Up Comedy Club at 66 Greenpoint and the 18th annual New York Comedy Festival. Tonight, the New York Comedy Festival proudly presents Without a Country podcast live midterm election watch along.
How confusing do you think it is for Chuck Todd to learn how to use this technology? Where all of a sudden this guy who's been like a veteran journalist for like 30 years, they're like, all right, here's a giant iPad, Chuck. Figure it out.
So right now, Sherry Beasley in North Carolina is 53.6%, and Ted Budd from the Republican Party is 44.7%. So it's like a little bit close, but Sherry is winning. So, and I don't know if the polls are closed yet. That's only 44% reporting as per the Associated Press.
Shane
though.
Hazel's a friend of mine.
Oh, thank you.
Got 0.5%, not bad.
All right.
I voiced over his documentary and apparently had a massive impact. He's polling at 0.5%.
Shane Hazel. Let's look up this guy.
Oh, he's the man, dude. The handsome baldy.
When you were a kid, did it blow your mind
yes.
that anybody could run for office when you found that out? Because when I was in high school, I had a friend in high school whose dad ran for president.
Right. No.
Yeah, but he didn't really not for real. Like he declared that he was going to run for president, but he didn't really campaign.
Right.
Like it was just like, I'm going to run for president, being a fucking jerk off. Yeah, like kind of like that. But the fact that he was able to be like even. The fact that I heard that and somebody was like, "Yeah, Chris's dad ran for president,"
But you have to
like,
get
what?
You have to get signatures to actually get you.
Yeah, I don't know if he was like officially on a ballot.
Okay,
but-
so this just seems like someone said they were running for president like at a party, and then you for the rest of your life went on and be like, I know someone who ran for president.
I mean, that very well might be, but the fact remains, like Herschel Walker's a great example. Like who?
But he's really running.
No, I know he's really running, but it's just like he has so much CTE from football and ultimate fighting,
right?
That like nobody stopped him. Nobody was like, Herschel,
no one stopped Donald Trump.
Yeah. No, I know. But at least Donald Trump is like super rich.
Right.
So I can understand.
Yeah,
and he was on TV.
Thank God. That really makes it feel better.
I'm just saying I understand that like the appeal of dumb idiots that are just like, he's rich. He can run the country like a business.
Well, basically,
I get it.
I think there is a comfort that we find in seeing people that we've seen before.
Right. Yeah, totally.
You're like, I know that guy.
But at least like Trump existed in an arena that was like sort of parallel to politics. Whereas Herschel Walker existed in like combat sports and football.
Right.
It's just so odd to me that there's enough people down there that are just like taking him seriously and are like, this is my guy.
Well, I think they think of him because he's people in sports they think of as like winners or losers, and they just associate him with like being a winner, and that's all they need.
Yeah, I guess
and by
that's
they
fair.
I mean men, dum dums.
Right.
One of my bigger takeaways from all of this is that I think like I'm no fan of Republicans generally. I think the Republican Party is in general just trash. The vast majority of Republican politicians are trash. I do think currently the Democrats are worse. But it doesn't bother me that like Republicans didn't win more seats. It bothers me to some degree that Democrats weren't rejected more. There's something sad about that. Like just after what the Democrats did, they kind of deserved to lose in the same sense that like George W. Bush and Dick Cheney deserved to lose. I don't really like the Democrats who are running against them, but they deserved to lose and not get reelected. Like there's just something disappointing about them not being rejected in 2004. Not to say anything good about John Kerry. But that being said, what you're seeing is Republicans not doing as well as they should do across the nation, but doing better than was expected in these kind of Republican strongholds. And I think that maybe that's not such a bad thing. Maybe there's something good about this, that it's like, this is what the realization has to be, that the way to fight off DC tyranny is not going to be to go take over DC, because that's just not going to happen. And the truth is that even if Republicans won the presidency and the House and the Senate, it's still not going to happen. We've seen Republicans win the presidency, the House, and the Senate in the year 2000, in the year 2016, and nothing good came of it, or very little good, and a whole lot of bad came of it. That shouldn't be the strategy going forward. What the strategy should be going forward is to take over areas of the country and do your absolute best to defy federal overreach. Push for nullification, localization, things like that. I just think it's a much better strategy for the prospects for liberty than this kind of like, let's take over Washington, D.C., which I got to say, I mean, like, to your point that you were kind of talking about in arguing with these crazy Brooklyn people the other day on this podcast, like, there are some areas where you're almost like, yeah, we might just have to salt the ground here. I don't know what to tell you. Like, if people can't be convinced after this, then maybe there's just no convincing them. Maybe that's just the way things are. I don't know.